Good morning, dear children. Children, today we will start a new topic, that is fractions. So, the first thing that should come to your mind, that what is a fraction? To answer this question, I'll read out two sentences before you. That is, fraction is a part of a whole. Okay, so fraction is a part of a whole object or the collection of things. Second, it is a part taken or separated from the total. Okay, so fraction is also considered as a part that is taken or separated from the total number or the whole object. Okay, so to define this, definition is given in your book, which says a fraction is a number that stands for parts of a whole object or a collection of object. फ्रैक्शन क्या होता है? फ्रैक्शन जब भी हम किसी पूरी चीज से एक सर्टेन अमाउंट में कुछ पार्ट अलग कर लेते हैं, ठीक है, या कोई भी चीज अगर इक्वली डिवाइडेड है और उसका एक पार्ट हम अलग कर देते हैं, तो दैट पार्ट इज नोन एज फ्रैक्शन. ओके, लाइक सपोज I have taken a strawberry over here. It's a toy strawberry, and I have dissected, or you can say cut it into two equal parts. Now how many parts does it have now? Two parts. And if I've separated one part from it, so it will be said that I have separated half of the strawberry, or I have eaten half of the strawberry. So this strawberry is divided into two equal halves. ये strawberry दो equal halves में क्या हुई है? Divide हो चुकी है. That means this one is the half of the fraction, and this part is half of the strawberry. 1/2 and 1/2. Okay. Similarly, here are I have joined some blocks that you use for playing. Here two blocks are joined together. Okay. So this is the whole object or the whole of the thing. Now I have divided or separated these blocks into two equal halves. You can clearly see over here that these blocks are equally separated or divided into two equal parts. So if anything is divided into equal parts and a certain amount of part is separated, that particular part is known as fraction. So here it is the half part of the whole, and this one is also the half part of the whole. So the fraction of this whole block is, this one is 1/2 and this one is also 1/2. Now I have divided or separated these blocks into two equal halves. You can clearly see over here that these blocks are equally separated or divided into two equal parts. So if anything is divided into equal parts and a certain amount of part is separated, that particular part is known as fraction. So here it is the half part of the whole, and this one is also the half part of the whole. So the fraction of this whole block is, this one is 1/2 and this one is also 1/2. Okay, so now I am using 3 blocks in place of 2 blocks. Here I have joined 3 equal blocks together. Okay, and if I'll ask that what fraction of these blocks is of orange color, So I have joined 3 blocks together, and this one, the orange one, this block has been divided into 3 equal parts, and one part of it is shaded or is in orange color. So the fraction of the blocks in orange color would be 1 by 3. Because how many total parts are there? 3 parts, and one of its part is of orange color. So the fraction would be 1 by 3. In opposite to it, if I would ask that how many or what fraction of the part is of green color. So the fraction of green color in these blocks would be 1 and 2, and the total blocks are 3. So the fraction would be 2 by 3. Okay, the color of orange color and its fraction is 1 by 3, and the green color fraction would be 2 by 3. Okay. So once again, I'll be reading the definition that what is a fraction? A fraction is a part of a whole. ओके पूरे का जब हम कुछ पार्ट लेते हैं और उसको सेपरेट करते हैं या अलग करते हैं या शेड करते हैं तो वो क्या हो जाता है? फ्रैक्शन कहलाता है. देन और इट कैन ऑल्सो बी रिप्रेजेंटेड एज पार्ट टेकन और सेपरेटेड फ्रॉम द टोटल. ओके, सो हियर यू कैन क्लियरली सी दैट इट्स अ pizza, and how many parts are there in total? 1, 2, 3, 4. And suppose I have taken or I have eaten one part from it. So if anyone would ask, or you may ask that how many or which fraction of pizza I have eaten. So I would answer that I ate 1 by 4 of this pizza. How many parts were there in total? 4 parts, and I ate 1 part from it. So the fraction would be 1 by 4. See, 4 equal parts of pizza are there. 1 part is taken or eaten. So the fraction of the part ate by me or taken out is 1 by 4, since there were how many parts in total? 4 parts, and I have taken or I ate 1 part. And the fraction of pizza remains there is 3 by 4. How it is 3 by 4? Because there were 4 parts in total and 3 of them were not eaten by me. So the fraction of the pizza remains is 3 by 4. Okay. Here I have written the fraction I ate, which was 1 by 4. Out of 4 equal parts, I ate 1 part. So it is written as 1 over 4, or it is also said, or it is also written as 1 by 4, or you can also say it 1/4. So in other words, or I would say that I ate 1/4 of the pizza. Okay children, and here the total part or the whole part is represented as denominator. ठीक है, जो भी फ्रैक्शन हम शेड करते हैं या खाते हैं या सेपरेट करते हैं उसे हम ऊपर लिखते हैं. फिर देन हम एक डिवीजन का इस बाय का साइन लगाते हैं. फिर उसके नीचे टोटल जितने भी पार्ट्स दिए होते हैं उसको मेंशन करते हैं. ठीक है, जैसे इस पिज्जा में हाउ मेनी पार्ट्स वर देयर? 4 पार्ट्स वर देयर, एंड आउट ऑफ द 4 पार्ट आई एट 1 part. So 4 would be said as denominator because it was the whole part, or it was representing the whole number. Okay, then I ate 1 of its part. That means 1 would be your numerator. So the above number is known as numerator. This is the sign of by or division. Then the below number or is known as denominator. Children, let us know more about fractions. Okay, so I have drawn 3 circles over here. As you can see, these are the circular figures, and these 3 circles are divided into equal parts. The division is different in different circles, but as you can see that these circles are divided equally. Okay, you will not see dissimilar divisions. Okay, so let's take up each circle one by one and try to know about the fractions, more about fractions. Okay, I'll take up the first circle. As you can see that this circle has been divided into 2 equal parts. That means this one is the half part and this one is also a half part, or this one is another half. If I would ask that, tell me the fraction of the shaded portion or the colored portion. So the fraction of the shaded portion would be 1 by 2. You can read it you can read it as 1 by 2 or 1 over 2 or 1 half. Okay, how it has become 1 half or 1 by 2? Because here in the denominator, the circle has been divided into 2 equal parts. So in the denominator you will mention the total number or the total parts of the object or the given figure. Then here it has been asked fraction of the shaded portion. Now you have to look that how many portion out of the whole has been shaded. So 1 portion has been shaded. So the fraction would be 1 by 2 or 1 over 2 or 1 half. Okay. Similarly, if it is asked that fraction of the unshaded portion, आपको अनशेडेड पोर्शन का फ्रैक्शन बताना है कि जिसको कलर नहीं किया गया है, तो आप देख पा रहे हैं कि हाफ पोर्शन शेड किया गया है और हाफ पोर्शन इज द अनशेडेड वन. This also has the same fraction, that is 1 by 2, because out of the 2 equal parts, 1 part is unshaded. So again the fraction would be 1 by 2 or 1 half or 1 over 2. 2 के ऊपर 1 है. ठीक है? Let us move to the second circle. Here how many parts are there in total, or in how many equal parts this circle has been divided? This circle has been divided into 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 equal parts. Okay? If I would ask that what is the fraction of the shaded or the colored part, so you will say that first you will tell me that how many parts are there in total. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 parts, and out of the 4 parts, 1 part has been colored or 1 part has been shaded. So the fraction of the shaded part would be 1 by 4 or 1/4, or 1 by 4th is also known as quarter. Okay. Similarly, the fraction of the unshaded part. Let us look at the parts that are unshaded. How many parts are unshaded? 1, 2, 3. 3 parts are unshaded over here. And how many parts are there in total? 4. So out of the 4 parts, 3 parts are unshaded. So the fraction of the unshaded part is 3 by 4 or 3 over 4 or 3/4. Okay. Let us take up the last circle. Here, once again, I have divided this circle into 4 equal parts. But it is different from the second one. I have shaded 3 parts out of the 4th part. Earlier, only one part was shaded. See, out of the 4 equal parts, 3 parts are shaded. So, the fraction of the shaded part is now 3/4. हम नीचे क्या रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं? टोटल जितना पार्ट होगा. कितने टोटल पार्ट हैं? 1, 2, 3, 4. सो डिनोमिनेटर में क्या जाएगा? टोटल नंबर ऑफ द पार्ट्स of the whole object. Then the question is asking for the fraction of the shaded part. So how many parts are shaded? 1, 2, 3. 3 parts are shaded. So 3 will be in the numerator and 4 will be in the denominator. So the fraction of the shaded part would be 3/4. Okay. Then the fraction of the unshaded part, it would be 1/4 or quarter or 1/4 or 1/4. 1/4. How? Because one part is left unshaded out of the 4 parts. Okay. Let us take up a different shape. I have drawn a rectangle over here and divided it into 8 equal parts. Let us count the number of parts it has. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this rectangular figure has been divided into 8 equal parts. Okay. And out of the 8 parts, as you can see, I have shaded or colored 3 parts in orange color. Okay. So if someone would ask that what is the fraction of the shaded part? So the fraction of the shaded part would be 3/8 or 3/8 or 3/8. How it is 3/8? Because how many parts were there in total? 8 parts were there in total, and out of the 8 parts I have colored or shaded 3 parts. So 8 would be there in the denominator, which was the total number of parts, and 3 parts are shaded. So the fraction would be 3/8 or 3/8 or 3/8. Okay. The next, the fraction of the unshaded portion. Similarly, the fraction of the unshaded portion would be 5/8. How it is 5/8? Count the number of unshaded portion. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 portions are unshaded out of the 8 portions. So the fraction would be 5/8 or 5/8 or 5/8. Okay, children? I hope, children, by these you all have understood what a fraction is. We will now proceed towards the hard words and the exercises given in your book.